The term intersectional feminism was coined by Kimberly Crenshaw, an American law professor, in 1989. It is a concept that emerged from black feminism and the struggles that black women faced in a society that was predominantly driven by the white people and where the black community was represented only by its men. Amongst the feminists, the black women could not voice the struggles that they faced as people who belonged from a community which had a history of systemic oppression being unleashed on them. Amongst the black activists, they did not find a space to discuss their struggles as women. Their struggles were structurally different from that of black men or white women, and not merely a combination of their struggles as was usually perceived by outsiders. The Indian society is ridden by extremely complex hierarchical structures based on gender, class, caste, race, and religion. There has been a history of systemic violence against Dalit men and women over the years across the entire country in all societies, workplaces, places of education, and worship. There have been instances where Dalit students were driven to die by suicide due to the discrimination that they faced in their institutions. There have also been instances of sexual violence, including the rape and murder of Dalit women by the oppressor castes. Indians from the northeast fall prey to racism when they migrate to other parts of India for education or employment. The Dalit women face casteism and sexism, while the women from the northeastern states of India face racism and sexism. The transgender Dalit women face transphobia, casteism, and sexism, while a disabled Muslim man faces ableism and Islamophobia. While all these people fall prey to the societal prejudices that have paralyzed the Indian society, all their experiences are different and not merely a combination of struggles faced due to each of their social identities summed up. The importance of intersectional feminism in the Indian context is thus extremely crucial. It has been observed that inequalities worsen during any period of crisis. The COVID-19 pandemic has revealed the systems of inequalities that riddle societies across the globe in their ugliest forms. The role of intersectional feminism becomes indispensable in this context. We need to adopt a multidimensional perspective in understanding the society, because societies are made up of people who have different social identities, and these identities almost always overlap to define an individual. Advocating for one of the many identities while ignoring the rest is detrimental to the interests of equality and feminism. Intersectional feminism is the lens through which we can perceive how different forms of oppression and inequality operate and intensify in a society. For example, the gender or racial identities of individuals are not disjunct from their class, caste, or religious identities. The nature and extent of these inequalities vary widely, and while it is true that it is only those who face the discriminations can speak best about it, the advocacy for equal rights should not be limited to them. Intersectional feminism is centered around the struggles of every group of individuals and their overlapping identities. It is centered around the history of violence and oppression that each community has faced, and the various forms in which inequalities have persisted over the ages, leading to further economic and social marginalization. People from the marginalized communities with a history of gender violence and gender discrimination are also the ones found to be the most impoverished in all societies. It is unarguably true that the biggest challenge that the world faces today is climate change. The poorest of the poor, who have the least to contribute to global warming, are the ones affected most by it, since they are dependent on nature, while the corporate emissions amount to the highest amongst all levels of emissions by all groups in the society. The women are the worst affected in a situation like this, since the distribution of resources is skewed against them in households. In the poor families, women lack opportunities to gain nutrition. They are deprived of education under situations of financial crisis in the family, deprived of employment opportunities due to the social construct, and deprived of their financial agencies when they are compelled to work as unpaid labor with their families. They face the threat of sexual violence, especially when the hygiene opportunities are missing, such as under the system of open defecation in parts of rural India. In the society, women are the most discriminated against at every strata. Amongst the poor, the women are poorer. Amongst the castes and races that have been discriminated against, women face even more discrimination than men. Intersectional feminism is a movement that links gender justice to every other aspect of social as well as environmental justice, and empowers us to fight for the freedom of human rights. Intersectional feminism is about the solidarities that empower us, that unify us, solidarities that are not possible without every group of the society understanding the struggles of every other. It is a kind of feminism that teaches us to empathize with people, and challenge the hierarchical power structures that retain and intensify the systems of oppression. Identifying and addressing our own privileges and how our privileges have transformed into structures of oppression for others is crucial to this understanding. It is a feminism for people who tend to disappear at the intersection of the multiple identities that they have. It is about those who do not find the space to address their struggles when discussions and movements address inequalities arising from a single social identity exclusive of all others. It is for those feminists who don't just wish to break the glass ceilings but want to root out the structures of oppression and remove the sticky flows. Intersectional feminism is the need of the hour in a world ridden by bigotry and driven by hatred. It is the feminism that society needs right now because feminism, if not intersectional, is not feminism at all.